What's going on, guys? What is going on? I am back, man. Wednesday. Starting every Wednesday, I'm going to have Game Talk with segaman. Where we just talk about anything and everything gaming. And if you want to, we could talk about other things, like maybe some of the upcoming movies that you want to see that are coming out or you already seen, and what you think about them. We could talk about anything like that in general, man. Even, what's coming up for the holiday season with Black Friday, just around the corner. And we can talk about gaming news. Anything you guys want to talk about. My brother, Other Zinc, is in the building. Other Zinc, brother, I wanted to collaborate with you when we get a chance so we could talk. Because I would like to do a little podcast with you, man. You know what I mean? Get to know some of your backgrounds and stuff like how you got into gaming, what you think about gaming from when we were younger, to today, What's up, Hebot? Good morning, my brother. So I wanted just to do like a little video with you, man, or a little podcast with you. Just getting to know a lot of your background, man, about, gaming and what you think about gaming. Different things like that. And I know it's hard, brothers, because we work. You know what I mean? Slick Slayer, what's up, brother? Yeah, man, this is just game talk. This is going to be every Wednesday. My brother Hebot, when I made up the Xbox Alpha podcast, it was called Game Talk with segaman, So I was thinking about it this morning when Hebot said, hey, man, I miss Game Talk with segaman. So what I'm going to do for now on is every Wednesday, I do work. I do go to work later, but I'm going to try to make it at least like an hour and a half. And if Hebot wants to join me in this segment of Game Talk on Wednesdays, he can if he's not busy. Even Other Zinc, or my brother Unlimited, So if Hebot wants to join me or, any of you guys want to join me today, that's fine. But this is something I think I'm going to be doing every Wednesday. And trying to stick to it. Unless something comes up, then, that's different. You know what I mean? But I want to check in with everybody in the Xbox community because, there's a lot of love out there right now in the Xbox gaming community. Even though we get a lot of stuff thrown at us, with the Activision Blizzard thing, damage controlling a lot of stuff with Xbox and everything with all that. We're still hanging in there, bro, and we're still combating that stuff, man. Hebot we just had a conversation, me and Hebot, okay? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Glad you can drop in. What's going on with you, bro? But we had a talk the other day, something that was on my mind, about the new Black Panther movie. And me and Hebot talked about it. Now, mind you, I didn't go see it yet. I really didn't. So I really can't really speak my true opinion about the movie until I see it. The Black Panther and all that's part of pop culture, video games, Marvel, DC, whatever. It's part of pop culture. And there's a lot of things that I was watching on, people's different perspectives and opinions about the movie that were on YouTube. And to be honest with you guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. You know what I mean? Just things that they're trying to push in the movie. I'm not understanding, maybe in a way, if I can say it in that terms. I can't say the movie sucked and that it's garbage and that it's bad. I didn't see the movie yet. I don't believe my decision's going to come to when I watch the whole movie. I'm not going to say at the end of the movie it was garbage and it was, just utter garbage. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just in these days, guys, a lot of you guys are older that are in here with me now. And a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about without me having to say it. It just seems like these companies out here are like, they just want to change everything, to fit like narratives, other people's ways they feel about things. and I'm a little disappointed about that. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't really talk about certain things on your podcasts or in videos because they'll either get, stricken, shot down, or or something will happen. You know what I mean? But whatever happened to being able to voice your own opinion, rather it be about movies, rather it be about the certain game systems that you like, or in general, things like that. This world is becoming where uh, you know you can't say or do anything at all, but I'm always going to say and do what I want. You know what I mean? Uh, Nobody's going to control me and how I feel about my opinions about life, certain things in video games, movies, anything like that. You know, it doesn't matter if I was to just go no holds barred and just talk about how I really feel about a movie or something on here like that, and they take my video down. It's not going to stop me from still voicing my opinion, because that's what they're trying to do out here. You know what I mean? Exactly what they're trying to do. And they're ruining, movies are being ruined right now, brothers. They're being ruined by these companies trying to push things. They're like, me and Hebon had a great talk about it the other day. And Hebon can, and he knows this, Hebon can always voice his opinion and be himself with me. You know what I mean? Because I understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? So, and he made some very, very, very good, interesting points in his opinion about the new Black Panther movie. I went to work thinking about that, but I can't really be the judge of that movie, an executioner of the movie yet, until I see it. You know what I mean? But he really, he gave me some really good thoughts about other people's perspective about the movie and what they don't like about the movie, things that they felt shouldn't have been in the movie, different things like that. God of War Ragnarok is a movie. It's that. I can't see Zinc. Let me put everybody up real quick. We got Slick Slayer in here. We got my brother Other Zinc. My brother Hebot is in here, man. A good brother right here. Man, I don't want to butcher the Piper. Is that I don't want to butcher your name, man. But thank you for coming in, brother, and thank you for joining, man. And God of War is the movie. God of War Ragnarok is a movie. It's that ruined also. Yeah, that's what our brother Other Zinc put up. But Other Zinc, man, it's, I don't know, guys. You know what I mean? It's just my opinion on it right now. With the Black Panther movie. But you guys, what do you guys? If you guys have seen the movie, if you want to, give me your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comment section, man. I'm not just here to talk about Black Panther, but that was one of the things that I just wanted to talk about a little bit on here with Gang Talk. About just all the different opinions about it, and I'm not hearing anything good, about it really. God of War should be nominated for an Oscar. Yeah, isn't that right, Hebot? Man, my brother, you know what? My brother Hebot, we were talking the other day. I'm not going to say anything about what we talked about, but I can't wait for him to do what he's going to do. You will see that very soon. It's going to be, in my opinion, great what he's going to get ready and do. I can't really talk about it. It's going to be a big surprise to everybody. What he's getting ready to do. He knows what I'm talking about, so we shall see. But what's going on with this, man? Let's talk about it. Other Zinc, he bought. Let's get the pedal to the pedal, the metal to the pedal, or the pedal to the metal, whatever. How the fuck they say it, man? What is What is going on with God of War Ragnarok, man? What is going on with it? You guys know I don't own a PlayStation 4. I'm hearing a lot of things that it's the same old thing. It's just the same old, man. I mean, are they praising this to the highest high in the sky? Like, nothing else can beat this right now? Are they comparing our games, which I believe they are? Are they comparing our games to God of War Ragnarok? I mean, what's going on, man? I mean, remember we did a couple podcasts a while ago, brothers, a few weeks back about this was going to happen. I did see a little bit of gameplay of God of War Ragnarok. Um, I wasn't impressed, and it's not me being biased. I wasn't impressed by what I seen. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's total other trash. I mean, I don't know, because I haven't played the game. I don't own a PS4 yet. So, my brother Other Zinc said God of War Ragnarok is 90% movie, 10% uh loss. What is it? Last gen gameplay. What's up, T Reaper? I know that my brother Hebot told me there's a lot of hours of I guess cutscenes in the movie. See, that's just the thing. If you're gonna put, oh my god, man, if you're gonna put like hours and hours of cutscenes in a game, just like Other Zinc said, make a fucking animated movie and don't even just scrap it and don't make a game. Nobody that's a true gamer wants to watch hours and hours and hours of cutscenes. You did not pay to watch cutscenes. You paid to play a video game, not to watch cutscenes that end up being like the brothers are saying, a movie. If there's 60 minutes, 80 minute, 9, you might as well just watch a little episodes of a mini series. I don't know, brothers, but I'm not paying $70 to watch cutscenes. Seriously, I'm not doing. That's the stupidest thing, bro. Look, having a cutscene in a video game now and then is fine. That's fine, but having hours and hours of cutscenes in a game? No, no way, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Our brother T Reaper said, fill the 30-minute boss battle and the saying of Thor hammer. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming and watch a review. Dude said that the game's been picked up. The game doesn't pick up until 15 hours in, and he tried to twist that like it was a good thing. So Hebot says God of War has 15.6 hours of cutscenes. Ridiculous. And they're trying to damage control this shit. You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up. It's a waste of money. Look what he bought. It's a waste of money to pay $70 and that there's 15.6 hours of cutscenes in a fucking video game. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There is no Xbox game out right now that's exclusive to Microsoft's Xbox that is 15.6 hours of cutscenes. There isn't. Halo has some cutscenes. Gears of War has cutscenes, but they're not nowhere near that's ridiculous. Is that the greatness that awaits? Waiting for 15.6 hours of cutscenes, is that the real greatness? that you guys were waiting for all this time to pay $70 for is fucking cutscenes? Ridiculous. What's up, Lewis Frog? Frag? What's up, brother? How are you, man? I'm glad you can join me for Game Talk. I'll be here for about an hour. Probably till around, 12 o'clock, around 12 o'clock. I'm going to start doing this on Wednesdays. If my brothers feel like coming in, I'll send them a link, but it's only going to be like an hour of us talking about Xbox and different things. Any things you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about, current events in gaming and, what's, great things coming up for Black Friday. A lot of great sales that's going to be coming up for gaming. Pentiment is in Game Pass right now. I just downloaded that. Man, that thing takes there's not a lot of gigs, but it's enough. It's pretty good. A lump sum of gigs for Pentiment. Now, I haven't played it yet, but it is downloaded and ready to go because I tried everything. So I'm going to get into it. I'm thinking about buying that game called Vampire. I think it's called Vampire Survivor or Saver. I'm playing it right now on Game Pass, and I like it. I really like it. I like the game, man. I'm a little bit addicted to it. The music kind of reminds me of Castlevania music. And that Vampire, I think it's called Vampire Survivor, right? So I've just been liking that. I think it's, what's up, Unlimited? What's up, brother? How are you? How are you, man? How are you? How are you doing, man? Good to see our brother Unlimited in here, man. I guess there'll be an Unlimited Truth tomorrow. So looking forward to Unlimited Truth, man. Yeah, this is just a new 1 hour show that your boy Sega Man is going to do. Your brother Sega Man is going to do Wednesdays. Game Talk with Sega Man on Wednesdays at 11 a.m., man. If I miss a Wednesday, it's because I had something to do. But I'm going to try to do it every Wednesday. I want to do it every Wednesday, religiously at 11 a.m., where we just talk about gaming. It can be anything, Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, which is the brand we all rock out on. But he bought, when we were talking about that the other day, about God of War Ragnarok, that's just ridiculous, man. And they're steadily still damage controlling stuff that we're getting on Game Pass, Xbox and everything, But yet, there's some people out here that are talking about God of War Ragnarok, how it has so many cutscenes, but they're getting lit up for it. You know what I mean? The bias is so fucking heavy out here, man. It's unreal, It's unreal, man. So it only, T Reaper says, sounds like, yeah, T. So it's only an hour long, longer than 2018. Look, you guys play it. Some of the brothers in there have PlayStations 4. They have PlayStations. Even our brother Unlimited has a PlayStation 5, but he's not buying that shit. He's not buying God of War Ragnarok, It's a bunch of the same old thing, from what I'm hearing. Lewis Frag. Can't wait for the Evil West. Yes. Me too. Me too, Lewis, my brother. I can't wait either, man. I'm going to definitely download that day one in Game Pass, man. Day one. I actually need to go pick up. Black Friday's coming up soon. Money's gonna be tight because I got kids. My kids have. I love my son, man, but my son, man, my son, little Sega man, he wants these iPod headphones, bro. I think they're like $400, man. I'm gonna get them for him. I love my son, man. We're gonna get them. I believe that's what he wants. At any time he can change his mind. He does that. He changes, like he wants an Xbox. You know what? Believe it or not, my son, I think he wants to experiment with the old Kinect. So he wants me to buy him an Xbox 360. So I'm definitely buying him an Xbox 360. and I'm probably going to give it to him on Christmas. I'm just going to keep it here. But he's been lately wanting to play Connect games. I don't know. He might experiment with it somehow. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get him a 360, man. You can get a 360 right now. I can get an Xbox 360 right now at my exchange for $70. $70 and the shit works. So this Friday, I'm thinking about going out and picking him up at 360 and just putting it away for him for Christmas because he really wants one back. So I'm going to get him one, But let's see what our brother Unlimited said. The handheld holding in God of War is insulting. The moment you run into a puzzle, every NPC instantly tells you what to do. Hey, I got a question about God of War Ragnarok. I got a question. Can you jump in it? Can you jump in God of War Ragnarok? It kind of reminds you of that song. Crisscross will make you jump, jump. Crisscross will make you jump, jump. Kratos, he can't jump, right? Oh. He still can't jump in it? I don't know, but I just, some people were saying that he can't jump, in the game. And how long's the game been out? And he can't jump, but Crisscross can make you jump, jump. But Kratos, I guess he can't jump. So, you know how that goes. But Lewis Frag said, I won't be surprised if Ragnarok wins. Yeah, I won't either. That the bias, you mean the bias awards? Yes, I won't be surprised either. But here's the thing, Lewis. Big Lou, here's the thing. If God of War Ragnarok wins that bias awards, there is going to be a lot of people upset about that because a lot of people want the game Elden Ring to win game of the year. I would like A Plague's Tale Requiem to be at least a nominee. I'm not saying it's gonna win. I would like it to win Game of the Year. That would be my Game of the Year. Would be Plague's Tale Requiem. But I think a lot of people are gonna be upset if God of War wins it. I think a lot of people want Elden Ring to win Game of the Year. You guys can tell me what you want to. Well, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't support him. Because he's biased, guys. I don't support him. My brothers will give me the information about it. I don't watch him because he's very biased. That's why I call it the bias awards. He tries to act so innocent like he isn't. You know what I mean? Like he's fair and he's not. He's not fair at all. He's all about Sony. It should be called the Sony PlayStation Awards, not the Video Game Awards. It should be called the Sony PlayStation Bias Awards. That's what it should be called because that's all it is. And they try to pretty it up, try to make it like it's not that, but that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Other things said, I'm not surprised. Horizon Forbidden Entertainment West was nominated for. Yeah. Daddy boy, you guys are ready to see Elden Ring or God of War win? Yes. I'm gonna. I hope Elden Ring wins. I really do. I hope Elden Ring wins because there is a lot of people out here that are getting tired of that bullshit that he's doing. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, the facts. When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, that should have won Game of the Year. In my opinion. Fantastic game. Some people don't like Red Dead Redemption. That's fine. But the story, the Western, everything in that game was stunning and beautiful. I don't think it's SNX enhanced though. I wish they would SNX enhance that game. I could be wrong. I don't think it is. There is so much to do in that game, dude. It's a very chill game. After you beat the game, it's so chill. You can lay back, have a couple beers, and just, ride your horse, into the sunset and shit. Shoot any niggas you want. Rob any niggas. Fuck any bitches. I'm being a little raw in here, man. A little raw in the morning, Put a little sprinkle of that on there, but it should have won Game of the Year, in my opinion. I got to get to the comments. A lot of comments, brother. Thank you guys for coming in and joining me, man, on Wednesday. In here deep, 13 people. That's what's up, And then Unlimited says it's not the old God of War. You can jump. You can't jump anymore unless the game wants you to jump. Where it has a button prompt that lets Kratos slightly leap across a tiny hole. Oh, okay. Man. Why can't the nigga jump? Just let him jump, man. Why can't he, I guess they'll try to damage control that too, right, brothers? Are they doing that? Are they damage controlling that too? Other thing said, Daddy's boy, it's okay. That still won't make God of War a billion-dollar franchise. Facts. The only, I don't think it's a billion, but the only big franchise they had that ever made them up in the millions was Gran Turismo. And that was on PlayStation 1. I believe that's the only IP that has made them a lot of money was Gran Turismo. Back in the day. Microsoft has way more than they have. Way more. You know what I mean? Yeah, and then like my brother other thing said, I don't watch Jeff Keighley's, show either. I don't watch that. Why should I sit down and watch a bias show that has no respect? None. For Microsoft's Xbox. They have every right to be in gaming. They have every right to be in gaming. Why should I watch a guy like him is so disrespectful about Xbox and Microsoft, in my opinion, in general? If he was fair with Xbox games, that would be a different story, but he's not. He's very fucking biased. And I have to put it this way. He's sucking Sony's cock so much that he got blue tongue. He's sucking that Sony cock so much that he got blue tongue and blue jizz coming out of his nose. I mean, this dude he's so biased, man. So I'm not going to support somebody like him and watch his dumbass buy a show. My brothers will tell me what's up. You know what I mean? He bought, everybody will tell me what's up. I know what to expect. But my brothers are going to watch. Some of my brothers are going to watch, and they're going to fucking rip it to shreds. You'll see. They're going to dissect it. They're going to dissect it, man. I'm telling you. You'll see. But I'm not going to watch that shit, man. No one wants to see my favorite game of the year. Their heads would explode because I dare to enjoy something IGN doesn't give a 10. Yeah. I hear you, Unlimited. I hear you. Sony Kojima Award Show. Yeah, that's what it is, Others Inc. That's what it is, brother. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. They will never, ever give Microsoft no respect at all. You know what? they're the better company because, and a lot of my brothers don't like this, and to a point I do agree with them. Stop congratulating them. Stop congratulating them. Because they don't congratulate shit that you do over here on the Xbox side. Instead, they want to go run to other fucking countries and try to stop you from getting Activision and Blizzard. That's how they congratulate you, Microsoft. By going to get people to go against you because of Call of Duty. That's how they congratulate you. On the other hand, you have people like Phil Spencer congratulating them on the opening or success of their games. Phil Spencer can do whatever he wants to do. He's a grown man. But I don't agree with that. I just don't. I don't. I understand what he's trying to do by trying to bring gamers together, but it's not going to happen. They're just going to make in front of him, and they make in front of him now. But he is the better man. He is the better man in the gaming streets. Phil Spencer, from out of the two companies, Sony is just they don't do anything. Congratulate anybody. It's just all about them. Nintendo just sits in the background. They don't really say much or do anything. In my opinion, they're just obsolete when it comes to this because they don't really say anything. Just like Sony, they don't congratulate nothing that Microsoft does. Well, I think one time, what was it? One guy said he liked it. Was it one guy that said he liked it? Forza Horizon 5? I do believe one of them said that they congratulate on Forza Horizon 5. I think that was the game. So I'm sorry, I might be wrong about that. But most of the time, it's Phil Spencer and people from the Microsoft, the gaming division, that congratulate Sony all the time. If you watch Major Nelson's channel, they do it all the time. I like the Xbox show, don't get me wrong. But every single time, most of the time, they always have to say something about Sony on that show. I don't understand it. I understand if you want to say certain things about certain games coming out and they're on multiple systems, that's different, okay? But I don't want to keep watching a show that constantly talks about Sony and Nintendo. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm an Xbox diehard fan. I bleed green. I am a true Xbox fan that has invested in this ecosystem since it fucking started with the OG daddy Xbox. Okay? We don't need to talk about Sony and Nintendo all the time in the show. You know? And that's what they do. You know, I'm not saying it's constantly all the time, but I'm just sick of hearing about it. You know what I mean? Talk about Xbox games, what's coming up for Xbox. Keep it Xbox essential. Okay? You need to do that more. Because you never hear, if there's a Sony show, you never will ever hear them talking about Xbox. You never will hear Nintendo talking about Xbox, but we do over here, or they do on their show. When it comes to that, you know what I mean? That's what they do, and I'm sick of it. You know, I'm sick and tired of it. You know, like the one guy, what's the guy's name that hosts with him? I forgot the guy's name. The girl, she's kind of cute. She's a little, I don't know, she's a little, I don't want to say that, but she's cute. She's a cute girl. You know, she seems fairly nice. But the other guy, he used to be a Sony dude. You know what I mean? And he tries not to, but I think he tries not to, but sometimes he brings up Sony shit. You know? Other thing said, Gran Turismo is their only. Yes, Gran Turismo is their only billion-dollar franchise. Only. Only. But not Microsoft, not Xbox. We got a few, brother. A few billion-dollar franchises. Not one. A few. You know, and I'm ranting a little bit about that, but still, I'm just sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of I'm just sick and tired of it. Every time you watch the show, that show, you know, he always has to bring shit up about Sony play, yeah, and Sony and this and that. I'm like, I'm so sick of that. You know what I mean? Keep it Xbox. Or keep it Xbox and PC. Just keep it Xbox and PC, because PC is part of it now, because with Ultimate Game Pass. Okay, well, keep it. Talk about PC games or something. You know, I like PC games. I play on my laptop. I play my Ultimate Game Pass on my laptop. You know what I mean? I like playing on my PC, my laptop. I mainly play on my console because I'm a console dude. But I play on my laptop sometimes. You know, I play on my phone, but I'm really a console dude. You know what I mean? Man, I just get tired of it, man. Every time they have to mention them all the time. They don't get mentioned at all. Oh, Hebot said send him a link. I'm gonna send Hebot a link. Man, he sent. When did he send this? All right, yeah, I'm gonna send him a link. We're gonna stand for a little bit. Let me send Hebot a link, guys, real quick. Let's send Hebot a link. Have him come in, talk to me, talk to us. So let me get Hebot on real quick. Bear with me, guys. There he is. So I'm gonna send Hebot a link here real quick. And I'm just catching up with the chat, man. Yeah. Unlimited says Sony didn't congratulate Pentiment release. And I keep telling people Obsidian doesn't release bad games. Avoid is going to be melt gamers' minds next holiday. Yes, Unlimited. True to facts, Unlimited. True to facts, man. What's Lewis Frag says, what's up with that fool talking about COD being on other platforms, including my PlayStation? He got lit up on Twitter. I don't know, Lou. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Slick Slayer? Shout out to the gamer heroes on Pediment. He knew its success, and he knew why Obsidian doesn't miss. He said he was right. Lou said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about, guys, 2023. They'll show no mercy once the deal is done, and especially the games coming out. That's true. I believe that. There ain't going to be no mercy when a Hellblade 2 comes out. Watch. Ain't going to be no mercy then. Wait till that Hellblade 2 comes out. It's taken a long time for a good reason. Because that game is going to blow our minds, bro. I believe that in my heart. That game is going to blow. If you own a Series S and X, you're going to see the full potential and power of your system. We're not counting out the Series S. The Series S is a very powerful console. It is a unique console. It is going to be the big seller this holiday season. The Series S is going to be a big seller this holiday season, I'm telling you. I know the Series X is going to do well too, I know that. But there's still people that can't afford that for what is the series? The Series X is it $499? They're not going to be able to afford. Some people won't be able to afford that. That entry into next gen gaming is the Xbox Series S. It's not the PlayStation 5, bro. It just isn't. It's not affordable. Not affordable. If they were smart, they would put the PlayStation 5. I don't even think you can find the digital one. I'm not sure. That shit should be cheap as fuck. If you want to play chess, you need to lower that price and do your best. Because the best right now is Xbox. Straight up. Even in your own territory in Japan, it is number one. Hebot, if you're still in the comment section, brother, I sent you a link. If you come on, I'm going to stay on a little longer, probably till 12:30. Then your boy got to grab a little bit of lunch, and I got to get ready for work. But the Series S is the entry for him, guys. It is. Ultimate Game Pass is going to destroy this holiday season. I'm telling you. Watch. There's gonna be a big shock. I guarantee you, Ultimate Game Pass is gonna be cheap as fuck. I'm telling you. For 3 months? Oh yeah. Not the 1 month. That 1 month might go down a little bit. You might be able to get it for $12. You know, for the holidays. Depends. That 3 month, if that goes down to a nice sell price for the holiday, oh, it's a wrap. I'm telling you, it's a wrap right now. It's not even that expensive right now. $40-something for 3 months of Ultimate Game Pass is well worth the money. It is. Look at how many games come in Game Pass every fucking week. Sometimes it's every week or every 2 weeks. So you're definitely getting your money's worth. We always talk about this all the time, and we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep pushing Ultimate Game Pass because it's the best value for your buck if you're a gamer. It is. That's why you hear me pushing it. That's why you hear Unlimited pushing it. E-Rock, Hebot, Other Zinc, and our brother, Tuckmaster, the Chitlin belt buckle champion of the world. You always hear us pushing it. 100. Flip the script, flip money. Dragons 108. A lot of people out here in the gaming community. KTJ Gaming. Others Inc. Smitty Smith. Everybody, man. Everybody. It feels like Xbox always treated as a little brother to Sony and Nintendo. No matter what we do, we get no respect in not. It's true. Daddy boys, it's true. That is true, bro. That is true. They're in reality, okay? We're the big boy. We're the big boy. They're the little brothers. They're the little people, man. Okay? They are. Microsoft can buy Sony and Nintendo combined. That's how much money they have, and even then some and more. They can buy those companies. You know that, right? Microsoft can buy them up. They can become the street sweeper of gaming entertainment if they really wanted to. They can. Everybody has their price. All right? Everybody has their price, man. Everybody. Apple, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Everybody has their price. and can be bought out. Okay? They can. And Microsoft can buy them up if they wanted to. Yeah, you're right. We're going to be kicking their ass. And our brother Hebot is in the building. So let's get our brother Hebot in here, man. What's up, Hebot? Getting his mic ready.
Give me a second.
He is other Zing.
I don't. Shit.
Shout out to the chat.
I'm here to talk all that shit. Talk all that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm here to talk all the shit now.
What's up? Hey, I want to say I like
the
video
Xbox.
you put up. I like the video you put up of the crow statue. That is fantastic.
It's not a statue. That's actual. That's a 6-scale figure.
Uh-oh. He'll be back. He'll be back. He's having a little bit of technical difficulties, but he put up it's a nice figure of the crow, Brandon Lee. It's phenomenal. It's very detailed. The face looks real as fuck. I've never seen a detail like that ever in a figure, man. His face looks real as shit, dude. It's like he has a miniature, Brandon Lee in his hand. It's fucking phenomenal. We got oh, there he goes again. He'll be back. He'll be back. But yeah, guys, yeah, brother, yeah, Others Inc., man. Our brother Tuckmaster is the Chitlin belt buckle champion of the world. He is. He's the undisputed Chitlin belt buckle champion of the world, man. That's right, big baby. Your boy, DJ Tuckmaster. All right, we got our brother Hebot back. What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Hebot?
I'm just slaving like always.
Yeah, man. So Hebot, man. Just doing a little hangouts, man, today before I go to work, man. But Hebot, brother, I know you're going to be doing something soon about. What is your thought? What is your thoughts? Can you give us just a little bit of your thoughts on God of War Ragnarok?
Look, I just got on here and other things already bothering me. Look, he's like, Mark certainly got the Hebot. Look. Mark certainly got the Hebot. You goddamn right. Them bastards can't stand me. I'm here to talk that shit. I'm here to talk that shit on behalf of my brothers Inc.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. First of all, that's a 6-scale-inch figure from Sideshow. It's like a super premium quality figure, but it actually moves and articulates, and it has like that lifelike look. It's almost like a wax figure of the actor or of the character. You understand?
Yeah.
The ones you see in the wax museums and shit. It's almost like that, like a smaller version.
Yeah.
Because they be so lifelike. Yeah.
Very nice, man. Very
nice. Crow was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
In that era, like alongside Blade. Because I have a Blade like that too, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, but what happened is that figure was released years ago, right? Like 10 years ago? Maybe 12?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the first print of it is like super expensive, like beyond. It's like in the $6 range.
Yeah.
So, but the problem with the figure was the way they made the material, like the leather material that they made.
Yeah.
whatever material they use, because obviously they don't use real leather because you can't wear it in toys. It started to deteriorate, so it would rip and fall apart and kind of chip away, and it looked horrible. And even with those problems, that figure still people was very sought after because it was the late Brandon Lee, which is Bruce Lee's son. It was his last movie, his last body of work. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And the movie was really good and was critically acclaimed. So it became a sort of thing. So they finally did a new version of it. And so my son said, let's pick it up. I want to get it. Let's go halves or I hope to pay for it. I was like, all right. And that's what we did. We basically did a payment plan because they do like a layaway for those figures. Then you pay it monthly.
Yeah, they're not.
That's
They're
why you
not
do it.
cheap. They're not cheap.
No, absolutely not. No, but it's an investment that doesn't lose value. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the way you look at it is it's an investment. Like you buy it for whatever price it comes out. 3, 4, 5, 6 years from now, it already doubles the value. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
The value of those pieces never go down because they're just too high quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's an investment. And like I said, if I pass away, my kids inherit that anyway. It all goes to my sons anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So yeah, you're about to ask me a question. I heard you talking that shit because we got faggots like Rich Review Tech talking about the Xbox Series X holding back gaming when like 2 years ago he said no, it's not going to hold it back, and now he's trying to retract, going along with the fucking circus and shit that's in town, going along with that stupidity and shit.
Yeah. So he bought.
You
You have. I know you're going to do something on it. I know you have the God of War, the new God of War, the Ragnarok. So what you were just saying that there's so many damn cutscenes in it, man. So is it in your opinion, he bought, because we're gamers and shit? I mean, is it just it's a bunch of the same thing, man, or is it just like what is your, just give us a little bit of your thoughts on it, man? Is it just the same old, nothing really?
Well, it's doing exactly the same thing that 2018 did, formula wise, right? Structure wise.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people are trying to be funny, saying that it's almost like a DLC.
Right.
Because it has polish, right? The gameplay feels much tighter and smoother as far as what it was compared to the 2018 version, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, and me and Zinc, and I think Boss, we talked about this when we did the thing with Sega Forever and with E-Rock, right, on the Exile.
Yeah.
Funny how when the 2018 one came out, I was one of those people that pointed out all the shit and all the flaws that the game had, right?
Yeah.
And then people were like, nah, you're crazy, you're bugging, it's a masterpiece. Fast forward, right, to today, and now you see the same dudes that were saying that, right? Oh, the gameplay is so much better, so much tighter than it was in the 2018 version. It's so polished. Even John Lennon from Digital Foundry said this. So it's funny how the hypocrisy shows, because now it's just to glorify the new one. So in order for it to make it sound like in order to make the glorification sound better, they have to now retract on what they say originally from the original one, just to make the new one look and sound even better. You get what I'm saying? But I have access to it because my pony friend Jorge bought it, right? Because he's a pony. He loves buying all the exclusives. So he basically let me borrow it digitally through his account. Because I told him I'm not buying that. I've got too many priorities right now, like Gungrave, Evil West, Callisto Protocol. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking motherfucking these fucking assholes shadow dropped a new game yesterday. And I had to pick that bad boy up. My boys, Wave 4, Wave 4?
Yeah.
The guys who've done, all the Shantaes, they did the Smurfs game, they did the Blood Rain, the Blood Rain 2D game on 360, remember?
Yeah.
They just done a shitload. They just did Spider Saurus not too long ago. They did the game, Dawn, something like that. And they work fast, but they do great. 2D side scrolling action hack and slash platform.
Right.
So they did one based off the Ruby show from Rooster Teeth, right? And you can play with all four characters, change them on the fly. They all got different attributes and powers and abilities to help you get within each level and the world to do what you got to do. And and it's a little Metroidvania because you got to collect things, come back and grab things to take it to someone else in order to unlock something else and get another item. It's a little bit, but it's not overdone. So far so good.
Yeah.
Pretty dope game. Picked it up. Even that shadow drop. I believe next week they're gonna shadow drop fucking Joe and Back the remake. So I'm waiting for that shit. Somerville
Yeah.
is a fantastic game. It's a
Yeah. I
fucking
need to play
goddamn
it.
masterpiece, like a real masterpiece. It's so
Yeah.
ominous. It's so beautiful. It has elements of poltergeist. It has elements of close encounter in the third kind. It has elements of
Yeah.
war
I like
of
stuff
the
like that.
world,
Yeah.
and it's so obstruct. Great music, beautiful art style. But the best part is that even though it feels like you're playing a movie, you control everything. Yes, you don't just watch it like in God of War. So that shit is a plus 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 for me in that point in that
Right.
category. Yeah, but as far as God of War, to get back into the point, right?
Uh huh.
It's basically the same style and game. It has a lot of reused assets of the world. They just, repurposed them, put like snow, made day and night cycle. And they did add a lot of new biomes, like new areas where you go into
Uh huh.
that feel different. But the game is, they added like some new weapons, like a spear, a sword. But again, they don't feel distinctive, right? And people are like, oh, what do you mean you don't feel this? Well, when you're using the Gregorian frails, right? For example, on when you're using it in Ninja Gaiden, right?
Yeah.
They feel distinctively different than when you use, the katana, or when you use the lunar staff, right? Or when you use the Wolverine claws, which I forgot what they were called in Ninja Gaiden. They all feel distinctively different. They all have a move set of at least 40 or 50 different moves.
Mm-hmm.
With these games, they don't have real different moves. What it has is like power perks, like the sword. You can give it a power perk that is on, or like his chaos blades, right?
Yeah.
You can add a perk where they have fire, right? So when you hit anything, it catches on fire when you're hitting them because the swords or the chaos blades rather have fire, right? Or when you throw the axe, you can throw the axe and it has a power perk where it has ice on it, right? So it'll freeze stuff up and it'll freeze an item if you need to freeze it in order for it to keep a door open, right? For example, right? Then the story is trying to do a bunch of things that you normally wouldn't see in Norse mythology, but you would see it in Greek mythology, right? And they try to intertwine it because my biggest complaint has always been with God of War, the new one, for example, and even the other ones, is that they never created an original story. They took an existing mythology and just added their take and their interpretation of it, and then intertwined the story, made some retarded story elements to make it sound or look different. But it was nothing that was really originally created, like from the characters like Thor, or the characters like Thor's father. What's his face? Oh my God. Like Loki, like for example, uh, 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 what the fuck is his name?
You talk.
Um, the little boy Atreus, right? Atreus.
Yeah.
Atreus is essentially Loki, right?
Yeah.
And Thor, is supposed to be Loki's brother. So but what they did is like they're not related in that sense. But then because if that was the case, then Kratos is Thor's father. If that's the case, right? But we all know it's Odin, right? And so Odin's in the game, and then they have like some stupid things like the character Freya, which the son of Freya was Odin's ex-wife, and now you find that out.
Yeah.
And they had a kid, which was the Boromir or Boris, whatever the fuck his name was from the first game. That he was annoying as hell in the first game,
Yeah.
and the motherfucker was gonna kill his mother, Freya, right? And so Kratos saved her from him killing her. And then after he kills him because he's trying to kill his mother, she gets pissed off and Kratos goes, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna hunt you down forever, which is something so fucking retarded. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to pull that card, oh, mother's love is she's blinded, it's still her son at the end of the day. Well, if you would have killed her, guess what? She would have never been around. So it sounds stupid regardless, right? It got dumb plot stories like that I really hate.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can't jump, but what they did is you can use the Chaos Blades to attach it to things to swing over to different platforms like George of the Jungle or like Tarzan.
Yeah.
Right?
Kind of like Uncharted?
Yeah, like Uncharted. Exactly. So there's a lot of different elements that they added new, but there were in other franchise of theirs, like Uncharted or Horizon or even Days Gone to some extent, right?
Yeah.
Like in this game, you play as Atreus a whole lot, and not as Kratos. Also, like in certain segments, you play as Atreus, the son, and that's like the same thing they did when you played Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of segments that you played as Mary Jane, right?
Yeah.
And I believe you play as the black kid, his friend, not the one that's Miles Morales, but the other one.
Yeah.
And you play as them in the game to do like little stupid missions, like little either platforming stuff or segments to do like puzzle solving or something like that. And they feel like slow paced and kind of tedious and pointless. They did the same thing with this one, but with Atreus. And yeah, he fights. They got little perks, but again, it doesn't feel like a traditional hack and slash. It's heavy. It's always on the floor.
Yeah.
The weapons and movesets don't feel distinctive. And then it's trying to be more brutal, right?
Yeah.
But there's no real blood. See what I'm saying? No real blood. No, it's like black. And then you'll see like colors of red on the clothes or something like that. But it's really black when you see it.
Shit.
Then they did something stupid, for example, to give you an example, an idea.
What's up, Smitty?
Give you an example, an idea. Like there's a segment where you fight a bear, right?
Yeah.
And the bear is giving Kratos a hard time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, wait a second. We're talking about the motherfucking dude that fucking destroyed a Kraken by himself. And he can't fight off a bear just because he's older? What? It's things like that bother me because they don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Kratos is too busy in this game trying to sit down and cry, thinking about his past and shit like that. Like,
yeah.
Dude, the whole appeal of the man, right? The whole point of Kratos was he got infuriated and he went into rage mode because the gods, right, in the original series, kind of used him as a pawn and tricked him, and he ended up killing his own family, his wife and his kid, right?
Yeah, yep.
And then to make fun of him and make him a mockery out of him, they forced his ass to wear their ashes on his body. That's why his skin got like that kind of powder type of look to it.
Yeah.
Because it's the ashes of his wife and the ashes of his son, which is the whole reason why he went crazy and took to his own hands that he was going to eliminate all the gods, that he was going to kill off even Zeus for fucking with him, right?
Yeah.
and using their own weapons and powers, like the Pegasus wings, the Pegasus horse, like the magic powers and shit like that. Things like that's what was the whole point of it. In this game, he never even addresses, they never even hint at why he went crazy, and he's telling his son the whole time in the series, "Oh, don't use rage, don't be angry." Like if you can make actual deals with gods or with creatures. Like you can sit there, hey, listen, let's talk about this. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that whole idea of him trying to tell the son not to let his rage take over is stupid because you're talking about him dealing with gods and again creatures like big ass trolls, big ass crocodile monsters, whatever the case may be. How does that make any sense? And he's trying to tell him not to use his rage and let him take control of his life and consume his brain if you're fighting things that you can't make deals with, that you can't compromise with, that you can't really talk to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? Find so stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb because it's completely taken away from what God of War is, the whole essence and what it means or what it meant for him to use rage. He didn't go rage mode because he was a dumb man that wasn't thinking. No, he went rage mode to avenge the death of his wife and kid that he bears in his skin. You get what I'm trying to say? That's what made him and the character and the story so powerful. And guess what? We didn't need 16 hours of cutscenes in those original games. It was more about the gameplay. And the story played out with the experiences that you did while you played the game. And this one is you're sitting there literally for 30 minutes before you start playing the game. They'll tell you, oh, yeah, you could look this way, you could look that way. Or you have a quick QTE. Or they'll tell you, okay, you can move your sled from left to right. But it's on rails, really. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like little minimal touches like that you control, few and far between. But for the first 35 minutes, is one exhausting, elongated cutscene. And I'm like, holy shit.
Huh.
What the hell? Like, this is not a game. Like the games of today, what Sony has created is this audience where all they think is that a game is considered to have a huge amount of elaborate cutscenes and movie cinematics and to be treated and feel more like it's a movie. When you can still do that with the right balance, but make sure that you don't forget that it's a game first.
Yeah.
That you control and you're actually playing. And that's what the game Somerville, for example, it does so well. Yeah, it's a small title. Yeah, it's not a AAA game. But guess what? It's being a game with cinematic values. It's not being a movie trying to act like it's a game.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you get when you see something or when you play something like God of War, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it feels like. I know people are like, oh my God, what the fuck you talking? Nah, bro. I got the game, and I'm gonna play that shit and stream, and I'm gonna fucking make fun of it, big time, because it's so overdone. It's unbelievable. It is so overdone that it's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like
Expectations, huh?
dude, but you see a lot of people playing and they're bored out their mind. Then the freaking puzzles, Freya keeps giving you hints throughout the whole game. They'll tell you how to do them. Like it holds your hand. It's not really a difficulty to it. And then they added these other characters that are now like the new Valkyries of the game, or kind of feel that way, that you keep fighting them a couple of times.
Yeah.
So again, it's basically the same structure and style in the game, with just added like weapons, magic potion, perks, armor. Some armor make your weapon, your hits and attacks stronger than others. Like little stupid things like that. But and then there's some added areas, but it's like a lot of it is also reused assets made to look a little different. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's really my take on what I've played so far with the game, and it's like, really, dude. Like, it's like I knew that was going to be the case, though. Like, as soon as I saw, I was like, this is not gonna be what people are making it out to be, like always. And then there's people actually speaking out on it on Twitter and saying, nah, this game is not no 10 out of 10. It's overhyped again. And then people are getting mad at that. They're getting pissed off.
Of course,
Like, what
yeah,
the
of
fuck?
course.
What kind of shit is that? How dare you? Like, dude, if people are being honest, how is that wrong?
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How is that wrong to be honest? They're telling you what they don't like. They're pointing it out. They're letting you know what they don't like about it. It's not like they're just saying, "Oh, I don't like it," but not giving you an explanation. If somebody says I don't like something and they don't give you an explanation, then I kind of say, "Oh, I can call bullshit on that," right?
hmm,
Because it's like that don't make no sense. You can't just say something, "Oh, I don't like it," and then not explain why. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that definitely comes off as you lying or being a hypocrite, for that matter. For if any case. But if you actually getting an explanation in full details, they're telling you what it is that they like, they don't like, then
yeah,
you can't really get mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that is the difference when people critique, a PlayStation game versus something, let's say, on Xbox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man.
When they get critique on Xbox, it's like, oh hell yeah, that's just garbage, blah, 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 and they can't even give you an explanation. But as soon as you give them an explanation of why you feel the way you feel with a PlayStation game, in this case, the God of War, it's different. You're automatically being a hater, or oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You get what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Same old,
It's like
same
that.
old.
Is that like ignorant mob mentality? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So again, like I was saying, the game is just it's average. It's all right. It's definitely not bad, like horrible, but it's not great in the sense of saying, oh yeah, it's a masterpiece. Like it's nowhere near as good as Bayonetta as far as gameplay, right?
Right, right.
It's nowhere near as good as Solstice as far as the action goes, right? Um, but if you're gonna compare it to okay, cinematic, how it plays out like a movie, cutscenes, oh, it's a 10 out of 10 for sure when it comes to cutscenes and movies, because that's exactly what it's being treated as a big, elaborate story movie, big budget, elaborate movie that you see in the theaters before it feels like a game. You get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's really the feel of it, the real feel of it. Now, as far as gameplay, fun factor, puzzles, it's like, it's all right. Like I said, I give it a six. I give it a six. It's a solid six.
Yeah.
It's a solid six for sure. I mean, and if that butt hurts people, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and chill just because everybody else does. Because
Right.
when y'all want to say that Halo is fucking corny, and then y'all don't even play it, when y'all absolutely wrong because Halo's doing things new, trying a different formula that has never done before.
Right, right.
That alone is supposed to give it the merit of a higher merit because it's doing something different or trying to do something different, right? With
Yeah,
God of War is the same thing, even though it's acting as it's trying to do something different. You get what I mean? If
yeah.
that makes any sense.
You have a lot of people out there saying that too, right? He bought same thing. Same old.
Well, I've seen a couple of people, be like, "Yo, this is this game is really starting to be like boring or tedious, things like that." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And again, they're not lying. It's true. That's exactly what it starts to feel like. You know,
yeah.
that's exactly what it starts to feel like. But you tell this to people, and then they think, oh, you're just hating. No, I'm trying to be honest. And it takes courage to be honest about something that everybody's sucking on, like it's the next thing since Christ, than to just suck on it like everybody else is doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the honest and absolute truth.
You be honest. you being honest or being honest about something automatically means hating. You know?
Well, that only applies with PlayStation games and with Sony games. I mean, Nintendo.
Right.
When
Yeah.
you say something like, "Oh, that is not at the same narrative that everybody else is," oh, that you're automatically labeled. Oh, you're just a hater. You're just mad because it's not an Xbox, or you're just angry because Xbox don't have this. Dude, my friend Jorge was arguing with me because of the fact that he was trying to say that that Microsoft could never make a game and the level of God of War with so many voice actors, like in God of War, the new one.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you know how retarded you sound? The first company that started real voiceover in games, right,
Yeah.
was in the OG era, right?
Yeah.
Like Halo 1. That
Right.
had a bunch of people that were actors, right? Like real voice actors
Yeah. That's true.
in the industry that were actors that were doing voiceover for the game.
Hmm.
That's where it really stemmed from, where it really started, like in the level of it is now with real, world actors, right?
Yeah.
And I explained that to them. So that's number one. Number two, the only reason that God of War has a lot of actors in it is because there's a lot of characters from Norse mythology that already exist that they had to include in the story because they all connect and correlate with the story of Thor, Loki, because they're somehow related or family or intertwined.
Yeah.
It's not something that was created by Sony Santa Monica to make all these great characters. Oh, look at this character. Like they didn't create that shit. There were already existing characters that were in the story and mythology, and they just added it on and did their interpretation of those characters. But they already exist in that Norse mythology mythos, right? If you understand.
Yeah.
Although when you play Gears of War, for example, Gears of War, right, had
Yeah.
nothing but brand new. It was nothing but brand new characters that they created. It was an idea that they created. It was their own take on something that was unique that they created. It wasn't something that existed and that they took from somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing like when you play Halo, it was an original idea. Or when you play, Record, it was an original idea. It wasn't them taking something that already existed from someone else and made it into their own version of it.
Yeah.
So, and that is the biggest difference. So, but he tried to pull that card about, oh, look how many actors are in God of War. And I said, well, look how many actors there were in Quantum Break. And that was a unique and different new story
Yeah.
and
It was.
IP. Quantum
It
Break
was.
had at least 25 actors. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? God
Yeah.
of War has I think like 50. But the point of the matter is, it was a new IP that was created. It wasn't something that was taken from someone else that existed somewhere else
Yeah.
and made it your version of it, or your interpretation of it. There's a big difference. There's a fine line between those two. So it's that pony mentality though. They motherfuckers, when they don't want none of the games to be ever dethroned or talked badly about. Like who the hell thinks like not every game that Microsoft makes is going to be great or is a 10 or a
Yeah.
9.
Of course. Yeah.
Like me personally, all these people, oh, I love Pentiment and I know Obsidian makes good RPG games, but I don't like point and click games.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not going to enjoy myself because I don't play games just for story. I can't do that. Some people do. I can't. I can't do that. I don't care. I'd rather watch a good movie, than play. And when I play a game, I want to interact.
Yeah.
And if it has a good story, then that's a bonus. If it has good music, that's also a bonus. That just adds to the experience. But I don't play a game with the idea of, man, I can't wait to see this type of story that's in this game. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not how I think. That's not how I process things. As a gamer, of course, right? And so, that's always been my argument.
Yeah.
But people, right? And they don't want to hear it, but that's basically the truth. The gamers play games, not movies. And all that other stuff, that's all, bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Other thing, God of War gets destroyed by Ninja Gaiden gameplay. It gets destroyed by Bayonetta, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It does.
Bayonetta has fantastic fantastic gameplay. Even though the frame pace issues is because the Switch is obviously inferior hardware, but the gameplay is still phenomenal. And you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And so is Solstice that came out just recently. Shit, I can't wait to play Evil West. Evil West looks like it's gonna shit all over as far as God of War as
Milo
far as
Briggs is a good
gameplay.
game.
You know what I'm trying to say? And Evil West is using a combination of guns and sword and weapons and melee and magic. It's got all kinds of shit.
I agree, Matt.
And you can
Um,
play co-op.
Milo Briggs
And
is a
you can
good
play
game.
co-op. What happened?
I said Milo Briggs is a good game.
Yeah, Mono is another good game, action wise. But that's more like the old school God of Wars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So but again, like I said, um, again, like I said, still that when you're trying to speak with a coherent thought process, and you present it to people, and yet
Yeah,
they still like, oh, you're crazy. Oh no, Plague Tales, absolutely. Plague Tales, right? Is it personally runs circles for me on God of War because it's not just cutscenes. A lot of times when they show even a cutscene that looks like a cutscene, you're actually controlling it and doing some interaction and actually doing
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And there lies the difference. You know,
yeah.
uh, yeah, but that's my thoughts on it, Sega man. I think I said I'm gonna try to do what I told you I'm gonna do,
I can't wait for you to do
and I'm just gonna try to be a troll about it to piss people off because it's my channel. I do whatever the hell I want, and you
Yep,
can't do nothing about it.
yep, yep.
Oh, look at that. You can't do a forge mode if you have no gameplay or co-op or any type of multiplayer. God of War is a
Yeah,
one and done, like Others Think always says.
yep, yep.
And so,
Well,
anything else on your mind that you wanted to talk about or ask me, brother Sega Man?
well, brother Hebot, we all know is the most powerful gamer, man. So, Hebot, man, what is your opinion about? Now, I already you heard me before you came on. I'm not watching the Bias Awards, brother. I'm not gonna watch it. So, so what do you think is going to happen, Hebot? What is he going to do?
Dude,
What is your theory? What is he going to do?
dude,
What is Jeff Keighley going to do, man?
somebody sent me an excellent video about a guy showing how unreliable and how biased and um, badly structured the Game Awards is. I gotta send it to you. It's fucking fantastic. He breaks it down the
Such a
same way
good.
I've been trying to break it down to people, saying how the people in the committee are mainly either PlayStation centric or Nintendo centric, or
Right.
people that don't even know shit about gaming, like Forbes, or or something like that. And he breaks it down and shows all the indiscrepancies that make no sense. How this committee and this award can be taken seriously when it's being judged and selected by 92% by other people and not the actual gamers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the gamers do is they go and select their pick of the games that were picked by the committee. And then they tell you, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Do you think this game should win? It's not the gaming community or the gamers that are selecting it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what makes it so much, really makes it a joke. It makes it an absolute joke because you know it's not really structured in a way, or people running it behind it, the people behind it that are responsible for the show are not they're not gamers, a lot of them, right? Or they're biased, right?
Yeah.
So there's no way that the selection of the games is going to be fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I got to send it to you. I forgot. I'll send it to you so you can see it. It was a really good video. I think I put it on the chat.
Did you put it in the chat?
I think so. I think so. Yeah, yeah. Legion 350. You're right. You know, people need to learn how to just accept that some people will not like God of War
Right.
the way that they like it, or the way that the media tries to portray it, because that's just reality. A lot of people don't like Gears of War. I would think, say to myself, I don't know how, but because Gears of War is so good, but a lot of people don't like Gears of War, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
You
true.
don't have to like Gears of War. It's not. You're not supposed to like everything just because everybody else likes it. That makes us human. That makes us normal. That's normal behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's not normal, what's not normal is when people tell you, oh, if you don't like this, then you're fake. You're not a real gamer. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, because I've been guilty of saying things like, you know, uh, you know, real gamers. There's no such thing as non-real gamers, but when I say it is with valid points. Like, for example, when I say you're not a real gamer if all you're worrying about is Metacritic scores to play a game,
Yep.
because a real gamer plays a game and experiences it himself or herself, and once they do that, that's when they make the judgment whether they like the game or whether they don't like the game by their own personal experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? When I say that, that's when I say something like that. Or I'll say it when I see people say, "Oh my God, you only have a console," or the only reason you buy new consoles, right, is to play only AAA games with high quality graphics or over top. Yeah, but that's not the only real gamers play games.
Right.
Especially if you're a gamer that grew up in the era that games started in the 70s with Pong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Back in the day.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, brother? Like the real gamers. Hold on one second.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What's up, B Rock?
That's when I'll use some type of term that way, saying, "Oh, that you're not a real gamer." I'll say, "You're not a real gamer if you're just worrying about AAA quality games, and yet you don't take the time to play something like, let's say,
He's still there.
yeah, yeah." But I'm saying, like, that's when I use those terms and
Yeah.
say that you're not a real gamer. But these dudes, they'll be like, "Oh no, if you don't like God of War, you're not a real gamer. You're crazy." It's like, what? Make it make sense, dude. That shit don't make no sense.
There's somebody that don't like God of War that just might not just like it, but and they still say that they're crazy because they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? After them playing
My
it,
point.
the ring.
That's my point.
Yeah. Like me, I don't like God of War. I played it, but I'm not a
The
gamer.
new, the new one, right, right. Go ahead, keep talking, brother, because I'm in a section right now. There's too much music. I'm trying to get out of here. Hold on.
It's all right. What's up, Smitty Smith? Other Zinc in the building. What's up? What's up with my brother? What's up, E Rock? The Don King of Xbox, E Rock X is in the building. What is up, man? Martha Stewart and the Teletubbies are on the Game Awards committee. Yeah, that's true. That's true, E. That's true, E. Big shout out to my brother, E Rock. Hey, man, I want to say something to you, man. It's really, this is what true Xbox brothers do. Our brother E Rock, he made a video about Sega Forever, gifting him a game. You know what I mean? That is really awesome what he did, man. A big salute out to our brother Sega Forever with the Wrecking Crew podcast that we're on Friday nights. Hopefully your boy Sega Man, won't fall asleep again like I did. I kind of felt embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? It was right after work, man, at night. Nigga fell asleep, in and out, and the brothers they thought it was funny, you know what I mean? But if he has another one Friday, I'm gonna be back on there with them again. You know what I mean? I'm glad that Sega Forever is back in full effect. You know what I mean? On the Wrecking Crew podcast, man. Big shouts out to our brother Sega Forever, man. And what's up, Rain? How you doing? How you doing, bro? I know he's been enjoying his Xbox Series X, man. Having a lot of fun on there, playing some great games. What did he say? He bought making a drug cartel transaction. Yeah, your brother Hebot be in the trenches every day, man. Hebot's out there in the trenches every day. He's a hard-working brother. Every day. Yeah, that was hilarious, Sega, man. I was knocked out. Dude, yeah, I know, man. I was knocked the fuck out, man. Because it went on for a long time. You got to remember, our brother Sega Forever, he's in Hawaii. So his time difference is totally different. I think we got off at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock. It's good that he does it on Fridays, though, because I know I don't have to go to work. I don't work weekends. I'm off weekends. So what I'm going to do, next time I do the podcast, I was chilled. I was just chilled, laid back. So I'm going to make sure I'm up. You know what I'm saying? Up. You know what I mean? So I can enjoy my brother's
Red
podcast.
Bulls.
Yeah, I got
You
to do
heard
something.
Sega?
Huh?
Sega, you do is drink a couple of coffee Red Bulls.
That'll wake me up, huh?
They have some Coca-Cola vanilla coffee, but it's almost like Red Bull. That's really good.
Oh, yeah?
Just to keep you up. It's high on caffeine and shit.
Oh, shit, man. I'll have to invest in some of that, But yeah, brother Heba, I just wanted to get your opinion on that, man. Like I said, I'm not going to be watching it. I'm pretty sure we're going to hear from Others Inc. A lot of brothers out here in the community, because they will be watching it. You know what I mean? So we're definitely going to hear about it. And 100, 100 is he'll probably be doing something on it. You know what I mean? So, what's up, brother?
I'll give you my thoughts on it in a few.
Yeah. Where you at? You out shopping?
Yeah.
468. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming and joining us, man. I'm about to get off here, though, guys. I've been on here for a while with, just some game talk with my brother Hebot. I guess Unlimited's having the Unlimited Truth tomorrow. We'll see. 8-hour flight. I mean, yeah, dude. Sheesh, you talking about Hawaii? Others Inc. Man, that shit is crazy, dude. I would like to go to Hawaii. That would be nice, man. Would like to go down there. That'd be really nice. But guys, the holidays are coming up. There should be some great deals for gaming, man. I don't even know if Microsoft or if it leaked. Is there going to be a good Black Friday sale on the store? I wonder if there's going to be a very good Black Friday sale, man. They always do it every year. A lot of people buy games on the store around the holidays. So I'm thinking it's going to probably be the week of Thanksgiving that they're going to start Black Friday. I guess next week they're going to start it. I'm pretty sure we'll probably start it on Tuesday. We'll see. But man, that'll be great, man. Because sometimes they have some really good deals. Sometimes that's hit or miss though too. Some stuff don't seem like it's a good deal, but it depends. Depends on what the game is. But I think there's gonna be some decent sales. You know, this Christmas, man, is hey, these kids, man, they're very expensive these days, man. But yeah, it'll be nice though. It's all about my kids though, bro. I'm last, completely last, man. I'm all about my kids, bro. Whatever they want, I try to get for them. I do get it. We do get it for them. So, it's gonna be a nice holiday, man. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. We'll see you before that. We have our Thanksgiving podcast on the Exile channel, man, on our other podcasts. So look forward to that. We got that coming up with our brother E-Rock and the crew. Me, myself, He-Bot, and Unlimited, Tuckmaster, the chicken, the chitlin belt buckle champion of the world. I always got to kid my man, Tuckmaster, man. We love him. He's a good brother, man. But you know what, man? It's almost going on 1:00, so I got to get out of here. I got to get going to work. Hey, Channel, what's up, man? Thanks for dropping in, brother. I know it's a little late, but listen, every Wednesday, brother, I'm going to do a game talk at 11 a.m. He-Bot might be able to join me some of those days, which would be cool. Or the other brothers like Unlimited or E-Rock or anybody, they might be able to come in and chop up some game with me. But I'm going to do this every Wednesday, man. Unless I have something important I had to do, appointment or something I had to do, then you will see me on Wednesdays at 11 a.m., man. I'm going to bring it back. I have my podcast, the Alpha, but Game Talk, that's how I started. You know what I mean? So I'm going to bring it back. It's going to be a segment I'm going to do every Wednesday, guys. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get out of here, though. We're going to get going, man. He-Bot, you still in the building? He-Bot, you still there, bro? He's doing stuff, but we're going to get out of here, man. I gotta get going to work. Big shout out to the chat. Let me put everybody's put the chat up. Hawaii's beautiful, brother. He-Bot, you there, man?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's
Hey,
up?
man.
Black Friday sales. They've had a couple already. They had a couple already that started. Like BJ's had a good one. They always do like those free Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
Like there's been a couple of good ones.
On the store?
Like for
Well, I picked up that
like for the Series X. Huh?
Yeah. I got that Pac-Man digitally.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about for like the Series X. Like the S.
Yeah.
There were some places that had it for there were some places that had it for like $230 with like some extra accessories. Yeah, for like with some extra accessories like a points card, a headphone set. What else? I've seen that BJ's with a nice bundle.
Yeah.
And the Series X too.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like you said, it's already starting because a lot of them are, like you said, they want to start early.
Well, they start early so that it won't get so crazy on the day of, like that Black Friday.
Yeah.
Which is usually the Friday after Thanksgiving on Thursday.
No, there's no.
But me and my family celebrate two things because what we do is we celebrate my daughter's birthday because she was born on the 20th of November.
Yeah.
Which is Sunday. So we celebrate her birthday, and then the 24th obviously we'll celebrate Thanksgiving or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because her birthday. Oh, so yeah, it's on. Would you say hers is on the 20th?
On the 20th, yeah. My birthday's on the 20th, yeah. So literally 4 days later is Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, man. Yeah.
that's usually how we do it, but it becomes like a week event in, in our household.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but again, BJ's had a nice one. GameStop. I seen Target. You know, the only thing I haven't seen, like always, is like the Nintendo game. Switch.
Yeah.
They fucking barely ever have any sales. Nintendo. They be bugging.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy for the
Yeah,
holidays?
they with their fucking games, dude. It's crazy. It'd be like, yo, the sale would be like, that's not a fucking sale, cuz. Like for example, um, on you could get Mario Kart in Target for like 49 instead of 59.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like literally $10 off. Like, because Nintendo swears by everything that they're holy, that all their games are so amazing. I'm like, they're another company to get them on last fucking nerve. Yeah, but I'll tell you this, my brother Sega, man. I'll tell you this. Like I told you before, and like I predicted, because I know how the Nintendo fan base is.
Yeah.
I told you guys that Bayonetta wasn't going to sell well. Bayonetta 3.
Right.
Remember, I told you that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And already the game's already dropped down to $42 from 65.
Wow. That's a big jump.
That's how you know it's not selling.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, it shouldn't have been that much in the first.
Games only drop in price when they don't do well and they don't sell.
Yeah.
That's why when you saw when Sea of Thieves was out, it took almost 3 years before you saw a price drop on the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my.
Because it was the streaming game of the year
Yeah.
for a while.
See,
Everybody was streaming it, everybody was playing it, and even now it's still heavily streamed. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's gonna stay that way.
Why you think when you go in the store and you used to look at like the Halo games, they always never dropped in price. Um, the new one did because of all the bad press, people talking shit about it. That's why. But it hurt the game to do better sales, even though it still did phenomenal. And like when you go get any of the Forza games, like physical, those shits are always expensive. Like Forza 3 for the Xbox is still like 45 or $50.
Damn.
They don't lose their value. They don't go down in price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how you know when they're doing well, because you see that the price is still pretty sky high,
Yeah. Glad I got mine.
Huh?
I said I'm glad I got mine. Would you say which Forza was that? You say didn't go down?
For the Horizon 3, it's still like 45, $50.
God damn.
Yeah, it's pricey. It's still up there in price.
That's because it's a good game. Still a good game.
China, you stupid as hell. You stupid. He goes, Black Friday sales for Sony, dropping the price of the PlayStation VR to $549. That's the same retail price right now that it is, boy. He's so stupid. Oh, he's so dumb. Dude, that fucking VR, didn't I tell you guys that it was gonna be just as expensive, if not more? It's more expensive than a PS5 and an Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
That's fucking retarded, and it's still wired. It's not even wireless,
That's really bad. That's really bad.
and it's not even 1,000% 104K or HDR or Dolby Atmos. Meanwhile, you got that Oculus joint and the other one, which I believe they're full blown 4K, 120 frames, even 60 frames, and they have like HDR, even Dolby Atmos surround, and those shits are like 199. You know?
Yeah.
And shit don't make no sense. Make no sense.
Isn't that
Makes no fucking sense.
gonna sell? It ain't gonna sell.
Huh?
It's not gonna sell.
Nah, it's gonna fail again. It'll sell when it dropped to like 189 like it did with the first one. And then people will buy it out of curiosity. And they'll be like, oh, I want to try it out. Let me get it. Like my boy, he excuse me, my boy, he saw oh, he saw the first one for PS4, right? Saw the first one for PS4
Yeah.
for like 79 bucks. He's like, oh, I want to get it. I was like, go ahead, get it. And then when he makes that, when he buys it, Tony will be like, yeah, the PS5 VR, the PS4 VR sold 501 units when he buys his. And then count that one unit because that's what they do. They count sales of units. Oh, yes, 4 million units now sold. But they don't say that it's sold at diminished returns, which means they made no profit off of it. It's selling because it's being liquidated and clearance stock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which those numbers don't count. It's just that, oh, we have 4 million units out there in the wild. Yeah, but you didn't get at the return or at the price that it was supposed to sell. So
Right.
don't make it seem like it's a success because it wasn't. Because you, the first thing people hear, oh, 4 million units, that shit was successful. You're bugging. You know what I mean? That's the first thing people hear. They don't realize, oh, yeah, but it's because it sold for $99 on Black Friday, of course. That's why they hit 4 million units. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But yet when Microsoft makes an announcement of sales, like, oh, yeah, we sold, 40,000 Xbox Series S's in Japan last month, they're like, oh, that's bullshit. That ain't real. You're bugging. That's not true. Even though they're selling for the regular price and it's not diminished returns. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like the stupidity runs deep in this gaming community. It runs deep,
Yeah.
real deep.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy. But yeah, just keep an eye out. Oh, I was gonna tell you, they have things like, for example, Mortal Kombat 11 for Xbox and PlayStation 5, 4
Yeah.
rather.
Yeah.
It's like $10 in GameStop. If you don't have that physical, you can go out. Now's the time to get one physical.
Yeah.
They have Ty the Tasmanian Devil for Xbox physical for $10.
Okay.
They have oh, this fucking bitch
What happened?
almost made me hit her. She just took off without the fucking signal. I almost ran right into her
Oh shit.
because of her fucking stupidity. But she's on her goddamn phone.
That's a always.
Oh my god!
Always, man.
Then you say something. Oh, you male chauvinist pig. No, you stupid.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Move your fucking phone. I got my phone hanging on a dongle. I'm not and talking to the speakers. I'm not affected in any way.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Anyway, so
What's up? I'm
what was I
looking
gonna say?
forward.
What was I saying?
You said something about the games that are the games are on sale at GameStop.
Oh yeah. That's on sale. Uh, what was the other one that was on sale? If you guys don't have like Plants vs Zombies, I think that's also like $15 on all consoles.
Yeah.
Like a physical copy. I'm talking about for those who like to own it physical too.
Yeah.
That's on sale physically. They did have the Cobra Kai 2 that's not out yet, and it dropped from 50 to 30. And then when I went to get it, I missed out. It was already the sale already ended. I'm like, fuck! Because I'd much rather pay 30 than 50. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah, of course. Yeah. When does that start, Hebot?
Which sale? Which sale you talking about?
When does that start? The Gears of War series on Netflix.
Oh no, that's not starting anytime soon. That's just they already made the deal. It's
Oh,
set in
okay.
stone. Now they're gonna start, uh, doing casting and
I want to
hiring.
see that.
I would love. I'm gonna be real honest with you. And a lot of people don't really know movies like I do, and they're probably like, "Oh, you know what you're talking about," but I know that it's that they don't know what they're talking about. I would really love if they were able to give Zack Snyder the project to do it because he knows how to keep the source material 100% accurate to the material that it is. He did it with Watchmen. He did it with 300. You know what I mean? He did it with the Justice League. His cut, not the Josh Whedon, but his cut. He keeps things 100% authentic to the material. I would love to see if he can direct the movie. Plus, he knows how to do action scenes. He knows how to do cinematic moments with story. Um, and I think he'll do a good job. Plus, Batista, right? He already came out and said that he really wants to play Marcus Phoenix. And I have a strong feeling since Batista has a good relationship with Netflix and done a couple of movies with them already, and he's grown as an actor like The Rock, that he's going to get the role, right? Because he does look a lot like Marcus Phoenix. If it wasn't him, I would say hire, what's his face? Dominic Parcell from Prison Break, the
Yeah,
older brother. He
yeah.
was the vampire in Blade 3. Remember Blade Trinity?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was the evil vampire that he was big as fuck.
yeah.
That dude, his name is Dominic Parcell. He can also play Marcus Phoenix. He would be a good selection. Then I
Well,
think they should pick, huh?
what? Oh, is this like regular characters, right?
Yeah. These are real people, real actors that can play
Okay.
the character and role of because they're doing a live action movie and an anime style series.
Yeah.
The way they did Cyberpunk, the way they did Witcher, the way they did a bunch of movies, a bunch of a bunch of video games they've done adaptations in anime style. So they're gonna do, the way they did Castlevania
Yeah.
with Blumhouse. They're gonna do a Gears one. So I hope it's the same people who did the animation for Castlevania, for the Masters of the Universe Revelation. I really hope that um, that they're the ones that do the animation for the movie because they do fantastic work. I really hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope they do that. And then for Dominic, the Puerto Rican actor that was in Saw 4, I think it was. I forget his name. He should play him because he looks just like him. Those are just some of my thoughts of some of the actors. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm gonna let you go, Sega man, because I know you got to go to work and get. And it's, I don't want you to be late because of my fault, brother.
It's all right,
You
man.
know.
Yeah. Well, all
Okay,
right,
so
hey, Hebot, man. Hey, but before you leave, Hebot, is there going to be is the sale starting next week, Black Friday on digital sale on Xbox?
what was that?
Is it starting next week, the digital sale, Black Friday on Xbox?
You mean from the Xbox store itself?
Yeah.
I believe so, brother. It might start this week, but I think it's next week.
Okay.
But
That should
remember,
be good.
Black Friday is next Friday, right?
Yes.
And then Thursday will be Thanksgiving. So more than likely, it'll probably start next Wednesday or Tuesday, if I had to take a guess.
I'm gonna say Tuesday. Yeah.
Because you know how they start the new sales usually on Tuesdays?
Yeah.
That's probably when they'll drop it with the Thanksgiving sales.
Yeah, man. That
Trying to
yeah.
take an
They'll have some good
educated guess,
sales too.
Huh?
They got some good sales. They'll have some good sales too. I bet.
Well, I'm trying to take an educated guess based on how they do things, because,
Yeah.
it might be earlier, it might be sooner. Who knows?
Yeah.
What I mean? All I know is I'm telling you to all our ex-bodian brothers out there, and even those who are not ex-bodians but can play on Game Pass, download Somerville. The game is so fucking dope. It's worth looking at. It's worth taking a look at. I think you will not be disappointed. Download it, try it out. Game is fucking dope.
Damn, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome, man.
It is
Well,
dope. It's dope.
well, he bought brother. Hey, man. Thanks for coming, man. On Game Talk with Sega Man on Wednesday, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on this special show. special event and special day.
Yes, man. Yes, and
It's
well,
always
man,
special. It's
yeah,
always
man.
special being able to sit down and chit chat with you, brother.
Well, he bought during the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm off a few days, so we'll probably be hooking up some more, man. I'll be off
Yeah,
I'm off
yeah,
for a few
for
days.
sure. Yeah, yeah,
So,
for
I'll be
sure.
on here. I'll be on here. So, you
I
know,
need to I need to go down there, hang out with you for the whole day or whole weekend or something.
yeah, man. Yeah.
So I
So,
need to.
all right, brother Hebot, man, tell everybody where they can find you, man. And thanks for coming on Game Talk.
Yes, you're very welcome. You can find me here, our brother Sega man on Game Talk on Wednesdays, or in the Alpha on Saturdays, or on Thursdays or Fridays on the Unlimited Truth,
Yes.
or on Fridays with our brother Sega Man or Sega Forever rather with the Wrecking Crew.
Yes.
Saturday nights, late night, sometimes with my brother 100 on the We Don't Give a Shit podcast. We don't give two fucks. The We Don't Give Two Fucks podcast. I don't know what's the name of its podcast. It's constantly changing the title. But I think it'd be fitting if it was called that We Don't Give Two Fucks.
Yeah, right.
And then obviously with my brother E Rock on the Exile every 2 Sundays of the month. And on your boy's channel when I'm able to do it
We got
every
next.
one time a year or 2,000 times a year. After 2,000 years, once every 2,000 years on the We Got Next.
That's right, man. That's right. That's right. All right, man. Hey, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for coming on Game Talk with Sega Man on Wednesdays, man. It's going to be every Wednesday around 11 a.m. unless I'm busy or, doing something else important. That's probably when you won't see me, but I want to start this back up. And when Hebot comes on, it'll be great, too, man. That'll be totally awesome, man. So, guys, have a good week. We'll see you on I guess we got our Thanksgiving podcast coming up. On the Exile. We got that coming up. So that should be a great show. The Unlimited Truth probably tomorrow. I think it depends on what our brother Unlimited is doing. And, when he does We Got Next, we're all going to be there. So check out my brother Hebot's channel. He does great videos on his
Yeah, I hope you like the pro review I did from the 1/6 scale sideshow. It's a really beautiful figure. So
yeah, man. I mean, it's just it's great to watch, guys. You need to support it and watch it. Not just Hebot, when he has his thoughts on stuff in the gaming community, but watch the other content, man, because it's good quality. It's in 4K. And it's great stuff. So go check out my brother Hebot's channel, man. And and
thank
Tuck
you,
with the
brother.
Lions. Then we can't forget about our brother Tuck.
My brother talked with the Lions then straight out of his VMA job in the hospital.
and of course the Wrecking Crew on Fridays, man.
Yeah, the Wrecking Crew with Sega Forever. That's what I said. Yeah.
Brother Sega forever, man. So look forward to seeing you guys then. You guys take care. Peace, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. We're eating good over here. Peace.